New York Medical College has really been a wonderful environment to work in. I'm really thankful to all of my colleagues that I've had here for close to 40 years. Much of the work that I've been able to carry out couldn't have been carried out in the same way and probably not as effectively if I had been somewhere else. So I'm indebted to the powers that brought me here and that allowed me to flourish here, and it's been a wonderful career.
In the early 1980s, it became clear to us that we were dealing with an emerging tick-borne infectious disease problem, particularly Lyme disease at that time. And the administration at the college was very supportive of trying to develop research expertise and to be able to make an impact on the local community. Therefore, we started systematically building a research team. And then we decided that we needed somebody who could work with the molecular aspects of the organism that causes Lyme disease. And it was Ira. In 1990, he joined the team, and he never left it.
In either 1989 or 1990, my wife and I went for a hike, and a couple of days later, she called me at work, and she said she has this huge bite on the back of her thigh. She worked in a hospital, so I said, well, just have somebody look at it. And then she calls me back and she says, well, so-and-so said that it's probably not, but it looks like it, and maybe it's Lyme disease, maybe you should have a Lyme test. I had never heard of Lyme disease in my life. Not more than a week later, a memo came around. The college had gotten a grant to study Lyme disease. So I looked at this memo and I said, well, I don't know much about it, but it's a real coincidence, isn't it? I got $5,000 to start the research, and I've been studying Lyme disease ever since. We've done everything from develop diagnostics or tools for detecting the bacterium that causes the disease and using that to diagnose infection in patients. And then we eventually developed a scheme for what we refer to as typing of Borrelia burgdorferi, which is the bacterium that causes the disease. And sure enough, we were able to establish a relationship between the bacterium that causes the infection and what the outcome of the infection is in patients.
Ira has been a tremendous asset for the college in a number of different ways, but one of the first things that comes to mind is really education, both in terms of teaching medical school, teaching graduate students, and mentoring students in his own lab. One thing you know for sure is if a student's coming out from Ira's lab, they're going to be well trained.
For me, the most satisfying part of the job is mentoring faculty and mentoring students. Because in the end, that's what's left. When you walk off the stage, that's what's left, what you've been able to do for others.
I want to congratulate Dr. Ira Schwartz on receiving the Jackson Spears Community Service Award. Community for Dr. Schwartz has meant 3 or 4 decades of service to New York Medical College. He's been a department chair, he's chaired committees, he's been an extraordinarily successful scientist, he's been a great mentor. He really embodies what the Jackson Spears Community Service Award was meant to represent. Congratulations, Ira.